Right, I know hate is a strong word, but sometimes you gotta throw that word out there. Like, I hate vegetables, or I hate R&B music. Sometimes disliking something just doesn't cut it. You've got to go from 0 to 100 straight away.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
Yep, and one thing I hate now is playing in cover bands. I'll explain why. So, cover bands. Now, I just want it known that I have nothing against cover bands. If you are in a cover band and you enjoy it, then awesome. Seriously, I'm happy for you. You're doing something creative and something that brings people joy. And if you're covering songs and bands that I like, I might even come and see you. Some of the best nights I have ever had have been in dive bars, wasted, watching four dudes who should know better, clad in spandex, belting out the songs of my childhood. I respect that. But it's not for me. I don't enjoy playing in cover bands. And you can't say something like, don't knock it till you've tried it, or you were just playing with the wrong musicians. Nope. I've played in cover bands playing music that I'm a huge fan of. I've played in cover bands with amazing musicians, some of the nicest guys and girls in the world. Great musicians, no egos, no drug problems, just nice people who are good at playing music. It's just not for me. I've played in wedding bands, hated that. I've played in bands that played the club circuit, hated that too. I've played in tribute bands, hated it. And again, I'm not dissing anyone who plays in any of these bands, cover bands, tribute bands, wedding bands. I mean, first of all, you've got to learn all these songs note for note, not always easy. Then you need all the gear, you've got to buy all the gear to get the sound right, to sound like the people whose songs you're covering. And it can be an expensive do. And then on top of everything else, you need to learn to play like the people you are covering. Just learning the notes and having all the right equipment doesn't mean that you're going to sound just like the people you're covering. Oh, no. You need the technique. You've got to put that feeling in there and the passion. And I'm not even going to get started on tribute bands that go the whole hog and even look like the band whose songs they're covering. I mean, that's going the extra mile. That is just a sign that you are committed. Look, I love getting in a room with other musicians, a rehearsal room, a town hall, wherever, turning the amps up and going for it. I mean, if you've ever done it, you'll know how good it feels. Non-musicians will never know the joy of standing in a teeny tiny room with 2 full stacks in a drum kit and cranking it right up. But the problem is, I just hate playing other people's music now. And I know it's my problem, it's no one else's, so why do I hate it so much? Well, I've spent years and years and years playing guitar and bass and piano and other instruments, and I have lost count of the amount of songs that I have learned over the years. I mean, I'd get into listening to a band and then I'd have to go and learn their entire back catalogue. I'd have to learn how to play all their songs. And I know it's not a bad thing. I mean, that's how you learn to play your instrument, through, imitation, by studying the music that's already out there. I mean, that's how you get good. That's how your technique gets shaped. I mean, it's a valuable piece of your musical journey and your musical education. You've got to put those hours in. And again, I'm not dissing anyone who does it. I'm really not. I'm just saying that I don't want to be in a cover band. So, why do I hate it? Well, for one, if I'm playing somebody else's guitar parts, I don't know, I feel a bit creatively stifled. I mean, I didn't write that part. John Lennon did, or Francis Rossi did, or Jimi Hendrix did. Those dudes wrote it. No matter how good I get at playing that guitar part, I'll never be as good as the dude who wrote it at playing it. It's like all these videos on YouTube of guys trying to find Eddie Van Halen's brown sound. If you do this and you do that and you buy this amp and you use these pickups and you use these picks and you have this strap, you'll sound exactly like Eddie Van Halen. You might do, a bit. But there's just one thing missing. You're not Eddie Van Halen, or Jimmy Page, or Jimi Hendrix, or Stevie Ray, or whoever. And I mean, once you've got the perfect Eddie Van Halen brown sound with your 10 grand's worth of equipment and your guitar with broken pickups and stuff with stripes and shit, then what? You sound just like Eddie Van Halen. Bravo. Well done, little fella. Now what? You joining Van Halen? Sorry, my friend, that ship has sailed. Like I said, it's probably just me. I just don't get a kick out of playing other people's music so much these days. I mean, if I'm sitting chugging along to a Metallica track, I feel nothing. I feel numb. I'm numb. Probably one of the last cover bands I was in. Well, the cover band was really good. Like, I mean, we were nailing the songs that we played. I mean, we actually sounded, I swear to God, we sounded like the band we were trying to sound like. But as good as we got and as close to the set, it just didn't do it for me. I mean, I was happy that we'd managed to, get the sound we were after and sound like the band. It wasn't our sound though, it was somebody else's. I'd gone to all the trouble of learning these songs, solos, and spending the extra money on gear to get the sound that I needed. And once I'd got there, I felt nothing. I was unfulfilled. And that's when I realised that from now on, the next band that I have anything to do with, I'll be playing original stuff. Stuff where I've got an input on what I'm playing. Now look, I know I missed the Rockstar bus. I missed that bus a long time ago. Guys my age do not tend to make it big anymore. My dreams of stardom have gone. I mean, I'm never going to play the O2 Arena or sell 1 million albums. So why am I doing this? Well, it's to make myself happy. And I'm just not happy playing other people's music. Trying to sound like a record that came out 40 or 50 years ago. I mean, I know how much dedication and skill it takes, but I'm not prepared to put that kind of work in again if it doesn't make me happy. So that's why I hate playing in cover bands, and that's why the next band that I have anything to do with, it'll be playing the music and songs that I came up with. Stuff that I can put my own stamp on. And who knows, maybe even be remembered for. Instagram famous. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Do all that YouTube stuff. It really helps the video out, gets it out there into the algorithm. I've got some merch for sale. I've got t-shirts, shower curtains, hoodies, dog tag, you name it. Just go and check it out in the thingy below. If you want to help the channel out as well, super chats, brilliant. Get your comment right at the top and I get some, and I've also got channel memberships. And don't forget, I stream every Wednesday 9 PM UK time. It's just me and a buddy or two chatting about guitars and gear and amps and stuff. The chat's a lot of fun, so come along and check it out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Peace out.